Hey guys, I hope that you liked my new intro. I am no pro at making those things, so if you like it, please give me a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I tried. I thought it was about time that I made a little intro to my vlogs. I also decided something fun I wanted to do is, before I get into my vlogs, to link a music video or a song that I really identify with at that time and my mood at that current moment. So today I'm going to do Enemy by Seven Dust, which I'm going to link down below. I just thought it'd be fun. Don't read too much into the lyrics. I'm just kind of like, it will go with my vibe at the moment and what I'm feeling like, basically. Now, as for today's vlog, I feel like opening up again. Another reason for doing this is because I'm going to be really busy in the next little while. I'm working a lot the next 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be back at school. So a lot of stuff will be happening, which is great. It's really good to keep busy. But I definitely will not be forgetting about YouTube, and I kind of want to get on a more set upload schedule. So I'm going to think it through and get back to you guys on what I plan to do. I am going to hope to do like probably 3 videos a week, but we'll see if I'm getting ahead of myself here. That would be the goal. So we're going to see how that goes in the next little while. So today I wanted to speak a little bit about abandonment issues. I've had some of you writing to me saying that you can relate to that when I mention it in passing in my vlogs, and I thought it'd be a really good thing to kind of focus in on and let you guys know what triggered my main abandonment issues, and then how they manifest themselves and how I've learned to deal with it, because I've been struggling with this for the last like 5 years or so of my life. So I thought I could give you guys some pretty good insight into this. So I'll start with the trigger event. I mentioned this in a video a couple days ago that basically there was an unfaithful divorce in my family, and it was really hard on me. And my father actually has a new family, which is something I hadn't mentioned before. So he has 2 small children now, and I haven't met either of them. So to know that I have these like step siblings out there in the world is very hard on me, honestly. And I think it's more the fact that there's another family out there that really made me feel like I have those abandonment issues, because it's like, well, maybe this family wasn't good enough, so you had to have a new family. But I will be meeting up with him next week, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on how that goes. I have a lot of mixed emotions going into it. So that was the first thing. Another thing that happened to me is I got kind of kicked out of my family home. I was living there with my mom and my brother, and my mom is clinically depressed. So she was going through a really rough time, especially with the divorce, and so she kind of pushed me out to leave from the family home. And that was really hard on me, because at first I had a lot of resentment, and then I realized that I kind of needed the tough love at that time, since I was in a depression myself, and it really forced me to be stronger and get out there and to like go on with my life, not get stuck in just my negativities. So it's another thing that at the time really got to me. So then I went from my childhood home to living with my boyfriends, and that was fine for a while. And then he underwent a little like midlife crisis. I mean, he's not at midlife, but I'll say a third life crisis, whatever. And so anyways, I became part of his kind of his thoughts on his life, and you know, where he wanted to go with life. And I decided to kind of remove myself from that situation. So then I went to live with my brother for a few months, which was actually awesome. That was a really, really good time. But then now I'm back living with my boyfriend, and things are perfect. But you know, sometimes people go through hard times, and they kind of want to reevaluate their life and see if they're going down the right life path and all that, because he's 6 years older than me, so he's at a different stage than me. But I think he's decided that, you know what, I'm a good person, I should stick around, and we've been great since. But the whole time all this was going on, my big theme is I felt like I didn't have a home. And if you feel like you don't have a home, you feel really strongly that you've been abandoned in some ways. So now I'll explain to you guys basically what it felt like for me, like my actual abandonment issues. So basically, my biggest thought towards it was that I felt like I was not good enough. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that, whether you have abandonment issues or not. If you have depression or social anxiety, sometimes you feel like sort of inferiority complex, even if it's not valid, because other people could look at you and say, you know, you're an attractive person, you're an intelligent person, you're a good person, but somehow you cannot project that about yourself. I felt unattractive at the time. I felt not worth even being heard. I felt like I had no voice, and if I did try to express myself, then no one would care, so it didn't matter anyways. I felt in relationships like I was temporary, or I was secondary, or I was like a fallback plan. I never felt like the first main priority to somebody. And I know now that this was all in my head. I felt extremely disconnected and extremely numb. Of course, those are also depressive symptoms. and I had zero empathy. I was so far gone, guys. Like, at that time, it was really bad. My whole thought process is that I wanted to hurt people before they could hurt me, which is a very dangerous mentality. And I also completely hated the idea of vulnerability, of opening up your heart to someone. I saw it as a sign of weakness. Now I see it as a beautiful thing. But back then, I would see it as a sign of weakness to be that open and that honest with somebody. And this is like a really big confession. I used to think that I was made to be used. That's how I actually felt. That I was not worthy of love or appreciation. I felt like I was just someone that was supposed to be used by people. And that's basically how I projected myself. So to switch the vibe of this video, I'll put it in a more positive light now and tell you guys how I changed my mentality when it comes to abandonment issues, because I don't feel the same way. You know, I realize I'm not responsible at all for my parents' divorce. That's a big thing. And also, you completely get what you put out there. So if you go up to someone and you say, use me, what do you think the person's gonna do? You think they'll be like, no, you're worthy of respect and stuff like that. No, they're gonna use you because that's what you're putting out there in the world. So it's all about your perspective. If you shift your perspective concerning the same event, things will change for you in your mind, trust me. So really, you have to make yourself worthwhile, because if you make yourself worthwhile, then you will be to other people. So I just wanted to do a little vlog about this, let you guys know kind of how I managed to overcome a lot of my abandonment issues. Really just try and shift your perception. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but slowly, if you work at it, you can. And now I feel like I am worthwhile, and I'm worth being in a long-term relationship, and I'm worth loving, because if you care about yourself, other people can do the same for you. Alright, thank you so much for watching my precious gems, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye, everyone.